Hello Aquarians and cross watchers, welcome to your video. So I don't know what's going to come out today, but I've already said my prayers, and I want to be the first to tell you guys that you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world, and I want to thank all of you for being here and sharing your time and your energy with me. I value you and the divine values you, and thank you so much for being here. So I don't know what's going to come out. Like I said, we are going to just shuffle these cards here. If you are watching for an Aquarian, keep in mind that roles can be reversed. I'm only reading the energy, and this is just a general reading. Show me what I need to see for this reading. Show me what I need to see for this reading. That's interesting. There we go. In the between worlds. All right. So if you find yourself that you clicked on this video, ask yourself why. What was it about this video that you clicked on? Because that may have a lot to do with things that are changing in your life right now. Literally. Okay, round and round. Round and round can talk about repeating cycles until the lesson is learned. And I feel like you're walking into a new life, that you're not going to be repeating a cycle or a lesson in life. I feel like it's finally learned. So let's get into the tarot, see what wants to come out. I'm using the Angel Tarot and the Light Seers, and then I'm going to close out with the Moonology Manifestations deck. Hope you guys are having a great day, great evening, great morning, wherever you're watching this from. Let's see what needs to come out here. What's going on between worlds? And we have 3 and we have 25, which is 7. So 3s, you might be seeing 3s, you might be seeing 7s. You can be seeing any number in sequence at this time. I'm going to do a Celtic cross. Nope. We're going to go back in. That didn't come out the right way. We're going to do a Celtic cross. Celtic spread. All right, so we have 7 of air and awakening, and this literally perfect. 7 of air is 7 of swords. 7 of swords talks about things, sneakiness, getting away with something, deception on some level, okay? Also strategy, but that's not the case. When there's a lesson or a cycle that you are walking out of that you're not repeating anymore, that means this is going to be in the past. So I'm glad for that. There is a tough lesson that you have learned. It's been a pattern. This is a pattern that would have been repetitive in your life, and you're finally getting out of that loop. All right, you're in the process of gaining a new perspective. All right, a new perspective. So show me the root here, and that's Pisces energy with that Hangman. You know, there might be issues with sleep. Maybe just even getting some better rest will give some clarity here. But I think whatever it is you've been worried about, that's about to change. So we have the 9 of water reverse. We have the 6 of water. We have the 10 of air reverse, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So whatever this is something that you've wanted, all right? And maybe you kept going in a certain cycle or pattern in your life to get what you wanted. But it reminds me of that old saying, you can't get what you can't get what you want if you do what you always did, or something like that. I don't know. I know you guys probably know that, but in other words, things to have change, there has to be change, and that's what I'm saying. So it's about getting another opportunity here to do something, and it working out in your favor this time because you've learned a lesson. So that's what's most important here. You've learned a very valuable lesson, and you don't have to revisit that lesson. So because of that, you get to pass go. Collect your $200, pass go, and move on to that beautiful sky right there. Get out of that heavy energy that's just been holding you down. Give me the staff, and then I will clarify. Your future is the Wheel of Fortune, and that is great because that is good luck and fortune on your side. Six of Fire, success, victory for yourself. So you're about ready to find yourself into a victory here because you have simply cut off these old energies, okay? These are lessons. You don't have to learn them anymore. You don't have to learn these lessons anymore. You're finally done. So I wouldn't be surprised if some people don't change in your life, okay? Literally, as I say that, this is change. Fives, you could be seeing fives. Fives represent change. And, you know, when change happens, it can be a little chaotic because, like I said, it takes change to create change. But when the actual wheel gets moving, it's a little uncomfortable because this wheel's been parked for a long time. This cycle, it's like the car hasn't gone anywhere, okay? The wheels have been spinning and you've just been in one spot, like being stuck in mud. Well, it's different now. You're actually going to get free of whatever this is. So this is a victory for you. I like that. If you're having fears of not being able to get what you want or whatever it is that you manifested here, or making the right choice even, we have the Magician, which is Virgo, Gemini energy. It also talks about Mercury retrograde. This is above and beyond Mercury retrograde stuff. This is getting yourself free from a pattern. And if you get free from this pattern during a Mercury retrograde, it's not going to be temporary. This is a lesson. This is a lesson you're not going to have to repeat it, okay? So be clear on that. You're literally leaving this toxic pattern behind. And it's been rough. It's been a rough pattern, a rough cycle. You probably learned things the hard way in life. If this isn't you, maybe it's someone coming towards you, but I really see that doesn't matter. I see in your self position, it's a victory. Give me an outcome that I can clarify. So you have a second chance at something here that you probably have already manifested. I got Page of Air that wanted to come out, and Eight of Earth. You're going to have a new focus. Yes. You're going to have a new agenda, a new focus, and it could bring you some money, okay? Especially if money is something that you wanted. You could have a new career if you wanted it, but let's clarify. So far I only see that you're having a new focus. You're going to have a new focus here on life. Tell me about the Seven of Air. This is the pattern you're leaving behind. Yeah, we have the Nine of Pentacles. There's a lot of stability for you now that you're leaving a toxic pattern behind, a lesson that you don't have to learn anymore. Some of you could have been in bad marriages and relationships, and they could have really done a number on your mind and your psyche. Tell me about awakening, which in this case is the Hangman. This is the Page of Swords, and this is how you're ending. You're ending with enlightenment, you guys. The light bulbs go off about a pattern in your life. And this could be any pattern, but the light bulbs are going to go off about a particular pattern area of your life. And because of that, you're going to shift out of that old pattern, that old cycle, and literally have a new focus. You see how you were stuck in this? This is like being stuck in the mud. The wheels are spinning, but you're not going anywhere. You're finally going to go somewhere. You receive the enlightenment that you need on this pattern that repeats in your life. And you have a new focus. That new focus and shift can take you from being solo to a couple. You know, I see going from 1 to 2 here. Because things fall into place. Things fall into place because you've learned to release a pattern in your life. Tell me about the Nine of Water in the reverse. Tell me about the Nine of Water. We got the 7 of Cups, which would be 7 of water. It's about the choices. You know, maybe you're learning. There's a lot of self-help even on the internet, you know. However you are discovering this pattern in your life, however you are having this enlightenment, this epiphany, receiving help, because the 8 of Wands in the end, even, you know, the Knight of Wands and sometimes the Page Air, you know, all that stuff can be related to communication, internet, and stuff like this. You could, you know, you could be getting some sort of learning stuff online, courses, or just self-help stuff, videos. But this has a lot to do with a pattern and a path that you kept going down. Okay? And if you notice, this person is finally picking the right path, the path that leads, you know, the water here with flow. This path flows. But there's been paths that you probably went up and you thought you were going up on the ascension ladder, and you got to the top of the ladder, there was nothing there for you. There's paths that lead to a lot of toxicity here with this darkness. You see here? The clouds and the smoke, the illusion. You finally are finding your way out. You're finding an escape from a pattern that's been in your life. And there's going to be rapid growth and progress as a result. Tell me about the 6 of water in the recent past, and tell me what that means right here. Because this can talk about childhood, nostalgia, memories. It can talk about a pattern that you've done for years, or even a learned behavior. You might be in a process of unlearning things, things that you were taught that just is like, it's not even accurate, you know. Breaking patterns. Tell me about the 6 of water. Yeah. Whatever it is, you're healing and you're releasing. And some of you, it could have been marriages. We got the Hierophant reverse. But the Hierophant also talks about patterns, traditions. It talks about ascension. It talks about going to the next level. And it talks about commitments. You know, that's why it's also linked to marriages and stuff. But this is in your recent past. And this is discovering something that you've had to heal. All right. And it's a pattern. It's a toxic pattern. Maybe you learned it from a parent, but maybe it was something you went through. Maybe you had kept attracting the same kind of lovers or spouses. Whatever it is, good for you. Taurus energy with that Hierophant, but good for you. Because it's the energy of you've acknowledged this, and now it's not going to hold you back. It's not going to be a pattern in your life. You get to go on to new experiences that won't seem like a familiar echo of the past. That's like when you end up in a relationship and you attract someone who's like somebody from your past, and it's like, why do I keep attracting these kind of people, you know? Or why do I attract these kind of friends? You have some form of enlightenment here. Tell me about the 10 of Air reverse. That's the second opportunity, second chance. Second chance to undo the doing, okay? A second chance to undo the doing, and still the 8 of Wands is here. Like I said, if this is not you, this could be somebody else, and you're going to hear from them, somebody who could have some Virgo or water in their chart, because that's what's below that. Whatever it is, there's a second chance to find love. There's a second chance to be successful in love. There is a second chance. And it's not saying with a person from the past, it's not really showing me who this person is. It's just showing me there's a second chance for love, because a pattern is stopped. A behaved, learned pattern is stopped, and that's what lends itself here to the second opportunity. So it's probably a relationship type of pattern, you know, like intimate relationship type of pattern. Even seeing You know, if parental relationships, you know, and sort of repeating those type of relationships and stopping that, being the one who stops that. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. It's very fortunate card to receive. We have the King of Wands reverse. We have the Ten of Wands. Okay, and we have, there we go. So this could be somebody external to you, Aquarius. It could be you, but now I'm starting to kind of think this could be somebody external to you, but how you take it how you want. But this is an energy. I have Leo, Virgo in the reverse with the Seven of Swords in the reverse. I have the Ten of Wands in the upright and it's moving, and I have this Ace of Pentacles. It's a very substantial opportunity. It's tangible. You can touch it, or it's a relationship, but it's a wish fulfillment. See, it's something that you manifested that you didn't think was going to happen. This is in the hopes and the fears. Or somebody manifested this and didn't think it was going to happen. Like I said before, I'm reading the energy, but we have, there's where this is whatever this was in the past. Whether it's a past from your childhood, or a past with a person, a lover, a relationship, or a past with someone external to you who is recognizing and stopping a pattern. But whatever this pattern is, I feel like it creates movement. It could even create a move, but I feel it creates movement. And it creates an opportunity at love. It creates an opportunity for something wished for to come to fruition. Tell me about the Six of Fire. That's the self position and its success. Tell me about that. This is the Eight of Wands. I don't know if this is, you're in a victory position, and we have the Eight of Wands reversed. I feel strongly that somebody with either Virgo, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer may reach out, may have some sort of message here. Somebody that's been holding back. Doesn't have to be. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. Eight of Cups. Oh, okay. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, I get what it's saying now. This is the patterns. Okay. This is the patterns they just said. Thank you. All right, so you're having victory because you're leaving these patterns behind. The Eight of Wands reverse representing you're dropping these patterns because they were karmic. They were lessons in your life. They were only meant to be lessons, and you did this lesson more than once. Okay, you're finally going to your happiness, and it looks like you're moving on from a relationship pattern. Is what it looks like. And you could have been stuck like that for a while. Could have had you, you could have just had some sort of enlightenment is what I feel. You had some sort of enlightenment, like, you know, like it hit you. And then once it hits you, there's this change because you realize, I feel like you're like, why didn't I ever see this before? Like, why didn't I put it together before? Tell me about the Five of Wands. This is going to be that movement because it's like once you realize it, the only option to do is to move and to literally make a movement out of that cycle, out of that spinning wheel. You move out of the spinning wheel. Yeah. You make some sort of movement. You might have to use some of your resources to do this, okay? It's hard. Okay, thank you. Spirit is really giving me basic stuff today. Change is hard. This change is going to be hard. It's not going to be easy, okay? It's not. But it's going to be worth it. Tell me about the Magician. The change won't be easy, but it will be worth it. Yeah. Because once you let go, what's meant for you comes in, literally. And it's right after you cut off. You have a new beginning. Right after you cut something out. There's a new beginning here. Tell me about that page of air. It's what you're cutting out is this pattern. So if you've noticed a pattern that you have when it comes to relationships and you finally cut that pattern out, you don't have to sit in that energy and learn that lesson anymore. There's instant change is what I'm saying. There's an instant beginning. Tell me about the page of air. Yeah. You literally go from this, because I feel this has been the energy, like you didn't, for some reason, like I said, it could always be external to you, but for some reason it's like, why didn't I see this? Like it was right here behind you, it was so close to you, but you didn't see it. And this is the pattern. This is the pattern. It's one pattern in particular that you're dropping when it comes to relationships. It's a pattern. And you have some sort of moment where you recognize this, and right when you recognize that, that's when this happens quick. It's in the split. The split here is it happens super fast. The Knight of Swords and the Chariot. It's instant. As soon as you recognize the pattern you've been having. Wow, this is a good reading. It's a general reading, but we all have patterns in life. And whoever you are, there's going to be some very serious change after you recognize and release that. And it seems like it's linked to relationships. It seems like it's a relationship type of pattern. Like something you've always done and you've always attracted that type of friend, lover, or got that outcome with that person. Or thing, whatever, if it's work, but I really don't see work cards here, okay? Anyways, I mean, I do see 8 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles, but I feel like it's more about what you're going to focus on and shift on. Let me clarify that 8 of Pentacles. What is that 8 of Pentacles? That's going to be your new focus, your new direction. I think you're focused on going to this beach, this clear water, clear air. Yeah. You have some sort of emotional release here. Pisces energy. And then after that, it's like you align. You aligned with something very quickly. Let's close out with the bonus card. I want to thank everybody who showed up. I've been having problems getting into the chat, technical issues. Maybe it's Mercury retrograde. Maybe it's from the storms we had. Anyways. New moon in Taurus, know your worth. Wow. This might be a pattern that you had to really, this could be the pattern you're breaking. Maybe you didn't know your worth. Maybe you let people use you or take advantage of you or manipulate you in relationships. And maybe it's just literally realizing that. And it was there all along to see, but you didn't. Because you had to literally recognize your worth to see the pattern. But whatever it is, my friends, your life changes majorly fast after that. Anyway, thanks for showing up. I love you guys. And namaste, my friends.